Hi, my name is Lyric, and today we're going to react to Bill Russell Highlights 4K, the Secretary of Defense, which is a great nickname. Now, Bill Russell is, in my opinion, possibly the most underrated player ever, because people have been disrespecting this man. The younger generation have been disrespecting the hell out of this man for so long. When I believe he has a case, not saying he is, but he definitely has a very strong case to be a top 3 player ever, if not the GOAT, obviously, because the guy won 11 championships and won multiple MVPs. The goal of basketball is to lead your team to championships. If there's one player that you need to lead your team to championships, it's Bill Russell. Now, this is going to be a shorter video because it's only 6 minutes long, and this is part of the 3-part series we're doing. The 3-part series we're doing is every character, every player that has a making the case video on them, that has a video making the case whether they're the GOAT. We go direct to their highlights, then their episode of the Greatest Peak series by Thinking Basketball, and then they're making the case video. But because Wilt, Chamberlain, and Bill Russell, their Greatest Peaks video, I think is both in the same video, we're gonna react to both their highlights, and then their Greatest Peaks video, and then both of them making the case videos back to back. So that's the reason why we're doing this. So yeah, let's go to Bill Russell Highlights 4K Secretary of Defense. Make sure to subscribe to Fuba Sports, who made this. Also made the last video react to Wilt Chamberlain highlights, and also make sure to like and subscribe because it takes more time for me to say the words like and subscribe than it takes you to actually like and subscribe. All right, let's go. Bill Russell, man, rest in peace.
If you were starting a team from scratch and you could have any player in history, who would be your very first pick?
In my estimation, the guy that has to be there would be Bill Russell. He won 11 championships as a player. The idea
makes sense.
What excellence is when you win championships.
Russell covers an incredible area of the court. Look at that big man move.
What a pioneer of basketball.
Tools, quick hands, fine balance.
Russell, of course, gets the rebounds and starts that fast break. Celtics lead 43-39. Russell.
I think he averaged around 8 blocks a game in games they counted his blocks. Bill Russell, I think is the greatest defensive player of all time from what I've seen. I think he's the greatest defensive player of all time. To win 11 championships and multiple MVPs based pretty much entirely, I mean, obviously he had alright scoring, like 20 points a game, just a little under that, and also he was a great passing big man. But he mostly won those MVPs and was considered the best player in the world off his defense and rebounding. So to be the best player in the world mostly off your defensive rebounding, and for that to lead to 11 championships, I think you have to be the greatest defensive player of all time. If the DPOY award had existed, he would have won like 10.
Athletes on the planet. I ran hurdles and I long jumped.
Belgian Taylor driving across the middle.
94 to 80.
I was ranked number 2 and number 3 best high jumper in track and field.
Yeah. Like, everyone talks about Wilt Chamberlain's athleticism, but Bill Russell was an insane athlete. He was like an Olympic high jumper at 6'10".
In the whole world at the time. And I could run the 400 meters in the 40s.
40 seconds remaining, an 8-point lead. Bill Russell goes in. He dunks it.
My vertical was I could get my eyes above the rim, and I could touch the top of the backboard.
Siegfried. Guarded by Goodrich. Russell rebound.
Russell insane rebounding. I believe he put up a 30-point, 40 rebound game in Game 7, 1962 Finals. That's insane.
He was a complete basketball player. I'm
Wilt
talking about the fact that the man could score. He averaged 17 points a game.
Right.
He's only about 7 points less than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And we all know how he played defense.
You, Michael Jordan, Wilt, you have to pick one person. Who do you pick?
You pick Bill Russell. He will never distort your defense or your offense. I can close down the whole front court. The way I play, my team wins.
I like that quote.
In a variety of ways.
Look at the block.
Blocking shots, keeping them in bounds, running the floor. We just try to make everybody around us better, and sometimes you got to be creative about it. The bar was set very high when we got there, and all we could do is just do our best to win championships and pay and continue to honor Bill Russell because he is the man.
Bill Russell.
Russell was the perfect all-star teammate, precisely because his very raison d'etre was to make everybody else look good.
Very selfless player.
Points did not interest him. He got you the ball. That's what he did.
Fantastic rebounding by Big Bill Russell. Bill Russell, 30 points and 40, I repeat, 40 rebounds.
Yep, that's what I was talking about earlier. Look at the defense.
He can even pressure Oscar into errors.
Playing perimeter
There's
defense.
never been a defensive force equivalent of Bill Russell. He completely changed the game of basketball. Completely.
Things I want you guys to talk about in the comment section. Do you think who do you think was better, Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell or Kareem, and do you think Bill Russell is the greatest defender of all time?
Behind the history
And if
of
not,
the game
who?
of basketball, and he did it without the ball. That's what Bill Russell did.
Russell just about invented what you could call defensive attack. Great spring and timing, and a keen mind, which he's disciplined to anticipate his opponent's moves.
Great defense on Wilt Chamberlain.
A good defensive play until we hit the ball.
Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play.
But that's why when I block shots, I always block them in place where I can go get it.
You never put one in the front row.
No. In fact, I used to sometimes would just touch it with my fingertip just to change direction.
That's a very selfless way of blocking shots, and honestly, like a smarter way. No player should do that.
He could will his team.
Look at the hustle.
Any person you ever played against that worried you?
Wilt. Are you kidding?
It was like two titans of the game meeting.
It was a classic confrontation. The greatest offensive player ever and the greatest defensive player.
I figured I could not play with him.
Unmovable force versus unstoppable force versus immovable objects.
Vertically. I spent most of the evening trying to get him to play side to side. That way I can neutralize some of the difference. But I had to change it every game. First of all, he's very tall, very strong, and very smart, very dangerous.
Blocking a Wilt, man.
The motivation to win, not only 1, 2, 3. What's the motivation behind all that?
Well, my only interest was winning the games. I wanted to win every game.
West all alone. Look at Russell come down. And what a play by Russell. What a play by Bill Russell.
And so the only mental part left is you decide to do it.
Russell really deserves. I do agree that Russell did deserve to have his number retired league-wide. Not because one, he was the greatest champion of all time on the court, and then all the stuff he did off the court too with
Am I willing to take his ability and make us win games?
equal rights.
There's no magic.
Goes in and Russell blocks it. And now Russell has made 3 big plays in the last 3 minutes of the game.
This is a great video.
He played in 21 winner-take-all. Somebody is going home tonight game. His record, 21-0.
21-0 in winner-take-all games.
And there they go. They've won it again.
The man has 11 rings and 10 fingers.
I mean, what more you can say than that? I think Wilt put up a pretty convincing argument for that. The man has 11 rings and 10 fingers. That's nuts. Alright, so yeah, that was just a short little video looking at some Bill Russell things. We'll go more into depth with him later. Leave requests for more videos about him and any other player you want. And yeah, subscribe and like and comment. Have some discussions in the comments. And yeah, bye.